3, 2, 1.
Hey y'all, hey, let's get into this intuitive reading, this intuitive message, this divinely led reading for Robert Hampton, Mr. Latruth. I did a reading on Brianna Hampton, and y'all said it was giving, so y'all were requesting some other individuals at play in this situation. Y'all dropped some names, so let's get into it. Let's see what Spirit wants me to share, moving in love and light. All right, Spirit is acknowledging that who you love and who you want to be hugging. I don't know why that song want to come out, but Spirit is acknowledging that somebody you was pillow talking with, bonding, adoration, snuggling up, your favorite. This person is about to pounce on you. This person is getting ready to do something that is unbeknownst to you. They get ready to make a move, and this is in a ball of emotion. It also affects the heart chakra, okay? And so, you need to be careful, because Spirit is saying that it is getting ready to rain cats and dogs if it ain't raining already. But there is a temporary intensity when it comes to this person. A lot of solar plexus energy, because they feel like they can. And you two getting together was definitely, Spirit is acknowledging, it was a little bit of a mystery. Spirit is also acknowledging that it happened very fast. This is just a download, so you know what I'm saying, I don't know them, so don't get into. Now listen, y'all already know I don't be following these people. Y'all request, I give it to you. So yeah, a lot of solar plexus energy. I can do what I want to do kind of energy when it came to this relationship. And now somebody wants to pounce on the other. They feel like this is a go get it, required and inspired action. Now is the time, readiness, and they ready to follow through. This is going to create an intensity, asking for you to surrender. This too shall pass, but you need to release, and you need a cleansing. Okay, Spirit said there's something else in the middle of the deck. Spirit is saying, let's just get into it. So how does Robert Latruth feel about, thank you, Mrs. Latruth? All right, so Spirit is acknowledging that it is emotional for him right now, and that he is pointing fingers, pointing blame. But like I always say, when you're pointing one finger, several fingers are pointed back. But there is poking fun, requesting for someone to read between the lines when it comes to how he feels about Brianna. He's also acknowledging in the area of communication, passion, and the heart chakra that there's water sign energy here, or it's just emotional. But this stumping is acknowledging that this is a soul tie, a karmic partnership. This is not written in the stars. This is not, they shouldn't have got together, but this is a karmic relationship. So there is a lesson that needs to be learned in order for someone to proceed to the next chapter in life. You have to be able to cut the cord and move accordingly. Okay. And so Spirit is acknowledging that there's a reflection in the stomping. And it feels like he's acknowledging, like, I see what it was I was supposed to see. It's just an energy of regret. Okay. But there's an energy also for him to take accountability and responsibility for how he got here. Okay. Spirit is also acknowledging when it comes to her, she puts a bad taste in his mouth, but he's trying to turn lemons into lemonade. He's trying to be optimistic. He's trying to persevere. He's trying to be creative. He's trying to tap into his geniusness when it comes to her. But as you can see on that face, it is difficult. It is challenging, okay? So Robert Latruth's current energy. Scattered. Thank you. Definitely feeling disorganized, okay? Thank you, Spirit. All right, so we do get the twin flames in reverse. Twin flame, false twin, not being yourself, living in the shadow of others, identity crisis, hopeless romantic, blaming others, spoiled, and entitlement. All right, so let's get into how he sees Brianna Latruth. How does Robert Hampton currently view, or his energy, okay, for Brianna Hampton? Okay, we do get the sunlight in reverse. So this is how he views her. Spirit saying overall energy, depression, melancholy, homebody, poor weather, burnout, truth hurts. That's a nice little play on Latruth. Truth hurts, negativity, lower self, boredom, lies, false self, secrets, exposed, shade, reality check. Okay, so that's how he sees her. All right, so Robert Latruth, what's the T? Okay, there is some insecurity around passion, around love right now. Spirit is also acknowledging that someone is coming in after him in regards to this passion, in regards to this insecurity. Somebody's up for a battle. Spirit is also acknowledging that he attracts a lot of moths, so he needs to be careful and clear out his energy because it's low vibrations that he's attracting, sending him love and light. This low vibration is falling apart that he's attracted this moth, but it also is layered because it feels like he's falling apart, falling into pieces, and all torn up around the situation. And then there's a pregnancy test. Now, this could be unsure, a pregnancy scare, positive and or negative. And anytime I see pregnancy or I feel the energy of pregnancy, this could be a manifestation or it could actually be a birth. Okay, Spirit says there's something else in the middle of the deck when it comes to Mr. Latruth. And what's the T? Spirit is acknowledging that there's been betrayal in his energy, so he needs to be careful. Okay, Spirit says he feels like there's been deceit, he's been backstabbed, a traitor, and someone is not to be trusted. Spirit said that he needs to check himself. Okay, check yourself before you wreck yourself. So like definitely get yourself in check around this betrayal, this energy of betrayal. And this energy of betrayal and him checking himself has led to the divorce, the breaking of contract, no longer wanting to be with someone because of the betrayal. Okay, and also having to kick this person to the curb, and even feeling like you've been kicked to the curb, or just been feeling like you've taken a blow from life. Okay, all right, sending him love and light. Robert Latruth, moving in love and light. Okay, we do get the goblins in reverse. 5 is significant to him. It's often difficult to deal with someone else's issues because they impact your own. No one is perfect, but in this case, you're particularly vulnerable to being manipulated. Don't take this world personally. When the Goblin's card arrives reversed, it's a sign to step back with detachment. Don't let other people's stuff lead you into reacting from an old wound. Love yourself unconditionally. Set boundaries and your goblins will fall asleep. Love is the only answer. So that is the highest vibration that we can resonate, and that is where they want you to be, okay? But be careful because they said detach, move back, go away, because that person is manipulating you, okay? And when it comes to this relationship energy, now this is interesting because Spirit is asking me to talk about a current relationship and a past relationship. So, okay, so his current relationship energy, thank you, Spirit. Oh, okay. Okay, so Spirit is acknowledging your current relationship does have some triggered games in here. So somebody could be playing the game. Someone could be trying to keep a secret from you. Someone is up to no good. Someone is kind of mischievous. Okay, so pay attention to them. You said their eyes are you can't see the window to their soul. They have these sunglasses on. So definitely be careful with that. There's some type of rigged or manipulation type of energy. And this is to cause a breakup in a relationship, or a jealous person who lies and causes drama. So I don't know what your current relationship status is, but definitely pay attention because there's some side eyes. There's someone acknowledging that you've been lying, and so they feel like they have to play mind games too. They're convinced that lies are being told. It's just a suspicious person, okay? Spirit is also acknowledging that there's this butterfly effect when it comes to you and this person, that you kind of have your eyes closed because you want to have the fantasy. You want to have how this simple kiss turned into, a real romance. But this is also a card of obsession with oneself. Someone could be obsessed with you kind of energy. So be careful. Spirit is also acknowledging moving forward in your current relationship, there is going to be a time out, a short-term break in your relationship. Okay. And Spirit is also acknowledging that they don't want you to be in this relationship because it's happening too fast. It's not my business. I don't know this man. I don't know nothing about this man. Spirit is also acknowledging that more skeletons are going to come out the closet in regards to that relationship. So be careful. Now, when it comes to Brianna Hampton and Latruth, what is the energy? All right, deadly words. So someone says something and the person just can't get it out of their head. You're hurting each other with words. The way that you're communicating is just terrible. Spirit is also acknowledging subconsciously that someone had a lover and a friend, okay? Somebody was creeping, okay? And Spirit also said they don't know if y'all was going back and forth before it was done, but there was some going back and forth, mingling, having friends with benefits kind of energy. Spirit is also acknowledging when it comes to his relationship with her, that there's an energy that there's three witches. Okay, so this is layered. So somebody is trying to do some little brouhaha. Could be him, could be her. I don't know. Not my business. But it is the manipulation of one's intentions to make someone's life a living hell, is what Spirit is saying. There's also this moon here. So someone is facing anxiety, depression around this, but they're ready to face it head on. They're ready to deal with their issues head on. This is emotional, could be depressing, could be filling them with anxiety. But there's a lot of gossip around their relationship with quote unquote friends or enemies. The people that are gossiping are speaking negatively about him in his relationship when it comes to her. So definitely there are women that are what it feels like is coming together to speak negatively on their relationship, but primarily on him too, wishing him what someone would assume is harm, the harmful intentions. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, so Robert Hampton, current energy. Thank you. All right, so we do get the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. There's some Sagittarius and Capricorn energy on this card. There's an energy of him having imbalance in work and family commitments right now. He is facing his fear. Second time we see the moon. He is acknowledging that there's insecurities, there's anxiety, and there's fear around this issue of trying to have balance within work and family commitments because it's imbalance. But he's ready to face it head on. He's ready to say, you know what, this is the bed that I created. You know what I'm saying? Kind of energy. Let me go ahead and handle my business. It feels like very manly, like let me go ahead and handle my business. Okay. Spirit says standing on business. Okay, so things are coming from the dark into the light. All right. Spirit is also acknowledging in the middle of the deck with the King of Wands, fire sign energy. You got Sagittarius and also Scorpio. Flame is very passionate, chaotic, loud, but it's romantic as well. This is just his energy. Spirit is saying that there's been some impulsivity around this energy, ruthlessness, and having high expectations. Okay, so he's acknowledging, like energetically wise, he's not perfect. He's not a saint, but it's also like screaming like, "But I didn't do that." You know what I'm saying? I'm not perfect. I'm not a saint, but I didn't do that kind of energy. I don't know what that's about. What is Robert Latruth's biggest obstacle? Okay. Now, you guys know I read biggest obstacle in reverse. Just what I do. You know, everybody don't do it, but this is me. This is what I do. So the Hangman in reverse is just an energy of self-destruction is an obstacle, indecision, and also delay is an obstacle. With the King of Pentacles, Leo and Virgo energy on here, a bigger obstacle is that he can be authoritative, domineering, and controlling. Those are obstacles for him. Another obstacle for him, we got two with the Page of Swords. What we're not seeing is that he can be all talk and no action. So you know somebody talks a lot. Follow through, please. Undeliverable promises as well. He's got the gift of gab, you guys. He's a smooth operator. Okay. With the Ten of Swords, excuse me, in reverse, there's also an obstacle to be slow to recover, a fear of ruin, and an inevitable end. Those are his thoughts, and his thoughts are playing heavy on his mind. So you might see him be agitated and disgruntled sometimes because his thoughts just play with him. So he needs to get a hold of that. Think positive, set positive affirmations, be around high vibrating people. Ashe to the ancestors, ashe to the universe. What's next for Robert Hampton? Okay, so with the Emperor, there's this energy of being domineering and excessive, rigidity, and inflexible. And I don't know why, but just now, Spirit is acknowledging that this has to do with childhood trauma. I don't know where his mother is. I don't know if he lost his mother, but there is a mother coming through. There's an energy of a mother coming through. And just saying, please accept, don't be so controlling. Because, you know, sometimes when people are excessively controlling, they're trying to create they're trying to have control over everything that happens, because in life, in the past, this is just a download, you guys, things were just so inconsistent and things were unpredictable. That's the word. And so when you can control things, you can predict what happens next. Does that make sense? And so there is a motherly energy coming through and just saying, relax. You know, the goal is not to be in control. The goal is to master self. And the goal is to, you know, be able to accept the things as they come, you know, change the things, or control the things that you can change, and the rest of that shit, just you gotta let it go by the wayside, and you gotta chop it up as an experience to make you better. So there's just this energy of him being very controlling and very excessive and very domineering, rigid and inflexible. This gives me some kind of Capricorn energy, but this is also Aries energy. So this is in the area of love, that he can be like that, okay? Love, never knew what I was missing. I found. So he's just a hopeless romantic. He wants to be loved so bad, y'all. Bless his heart. Spirit is also acknowledging moving forward that he is going to have to leave without wanting to, but it's the best thing for him to do. It's the best thing for him to do to manage his thoughts. Okay, I see the boat is actually moving, so he's trying to gain direction and leave even though he doesn't want to. There is an energy of being regretful, but this is a necessary transition. It's almost like a rites of passage, and he is protected. Ancestors are around him, sending him love and light. It's depressing, it's emotional. Okay, Spirit is saying that this is in the area of love, so this could be twice, because Spirit keeps acknowledging that there's somebody else in his energy field right now in regards to love, but this is two, okay? The lovers, two. So in any relationship that he tries to get in right now, Spirit wants you to focus on self, not a relationship, okay? Because there's disharmony, imbalance, misalignment of values. So it's not just like he's leaving the relationship from his past relationship. The current relationship, he's going to have to leave even though he doesn't want to, because he has to get grounded. He has to figure out, he has to do that deeper level soul work, that shadow work, to figure out why he's so controlling and excessive, you know, in the area of love, okay? Let me say that, in the area of love. Spirit said in the area of love. All right. So this reading is alleged and for entertainment purposes. Now we sit back and let the universe do what the universe does. Duh.